Shalom, I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. I saw an interesting video today about racism in the US against Asian people. And of course, you guys know I'm living in Southeast Asia, right? And hold on, let me turn this on. So yeah, y'all know I'm living in Southeast Asia. And this is kind of like really, really interesting to me because I never thought I'd see the day where Asians would be in jeopardy of losing their honorary white social, political, economic status, right? But here it is. So anyway, I'm watching the video and I heard the news anchor say that it's mostly people of color, Black and brown, who are attacking Asian people. Now, I don't believe that, not one bit, because that's not the nature of our people, right? Now, I can see if it's an isolated case of maybe a drug addict or, or somebody who's trying to get food to feed his children or something like that. But just random attacks, Black and brown people don't do that kind of stuff. That's what made this very interesting to me. So I started thinking, well, what is this about? And even if is it even true, right? Is it true, or is this something that the government has made up to create confusion, right? To get the whole country to turn against the quote unquote Black and brown people, right? To protect the Asians. And for me, as I watch this stuff, they show video of people attacking Asians, and the people look like white people to me. And this is the kind of thing that white people do, or those people who classify themselves as white. That's their kind of behavior. But not only that, to me, it seems like this is some type of staged events or events that the government is behind, right? So they're trying to direct the nation's attitude and even probably action in a certain direction that they wanted to go to create more chaos, to create more confusion. Because if y'all noticed, the government seems to be, there's always some chaos and confusion in the US. It's like a soap opera, right? One event after the other, there's always chaos and confusion. And now it's the Blacks against the Asians, or at least that's what they're looking like they're trying to put that together. And anyway, I just thought it was really interesting because I've never met any so-called Black or brown person who hates Asian people. I don't even know any Black or brown people who would even care about where the COVID virus comes from, other than talking trash, but they would only do that because they saw it on TV. I've never seen our people care about the Chinese and, their labs and who brought these type of biological things. Most of our people don't even care about the biological warfare that the government or other white people in a local hospital have done against us. So this stuff is not our nature. It's not according to our nature as far as I can tell. And it seems like it's just a bunch of government manipulation, right? And they're using the partner in government, which is the news media, to push this stuff. So anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think, because if they push this and if they're able to get people en masse to start believing that Black people are attacking Asians, that's gonna work out really, really bad for the Black and brown people, right? it's going to work out really, really bad. They were talking about in the video about charging people with hate crimes. So can you imagine that? Let's say some young or some woman, some melanated woman goes into a beauty salon, right? And let's say the typical thing that happens when our people go into these, not beauty salon, but beauty supply store. So she goes in there, let's say they have an argument, right? And then they accuse that woman, that sister, of a hate crime, right? How is that going to play out in court? You know how that's going to play out, right? So people should protect themselves, in my opinion. But the thing that I can say is that when you're in Asia, it's completely different than the way it is in the US, you know. And I think that's most racial groups are conditioned to act against us when they come to the US. But in Asia, people are much more friendly, you know. I mean, I don't even realize that I'm different from people here, you know, in my day-to-day stuff. Race is not an issue at all. The only issue I experience here is I'm not Vietnamese, right? It's not a racial thing. But even more than I'm not Vietnamese is that I don't speak their language. So if people are not nice to me, it's because they're shy to talk to me because I don't speak their language, right? Or I'm not Vietnamese. But even amongst the Vietnamese people, if you're from a different area, let's say everybody's a Vietnamese person, but if you're from a different province, then nobody's going to talk to you, even if you're Vietnamese, because that's just how they are, kind of like clannish or tribist, right? So overseas, in the Asian countries that I've been to, the color of my skin has not been a problem at all, right? That's a US thing. And of course, that should be expected, right? Because it's white supremacy over there. But y'all be careful, right? Be careful going into the stores because you never know what might happen. I've seen videos over here of so-called Black Americans being attacked going in these Asian stores in their community. So you never know what the government might be doing, right? Who's on their payroll to create these events where people are being attacked. So anyway, it's kind of sad, but this is the type of thing, in my opinion, it's the government behind it or some government agency. And the whole purpose is to create more confusion, more chaos, to keep the people busy, afraid, and easier to control. But anyway, that's all I had to say about this. And if y'all find this interesting, or if you have anything to say about it, leave your comment, right? I would love to know what you all think about this. I mean, this is, for me, this is so bizarre. I just saw the video. It's just so bizarre to think that our people would be committing violent crimes against Asian people. That's funny, right? Because I can see us committing violent crimes against ourselves, but most of us are afraid to commit a crime against anybody outside of our own people, right? So especially white people and honorary white people. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Oh, by the way, like and share the video, okay? Like and share, and then also subscribe. I would appreciate that. It helps me grow our YouTube channel. And the more subscribers we get, the more people can see our videos. So when we do the Ibaryath videos or the Ibaryath Word of the Day videos, when we do content that has to do with the contract with the Most High, or videos about redemption, how to get our land back, right? How to get our wealth back. More people can get the information. But anyway, thanks for dropping in and listening to what I have to say about these Asian American, um, anti-Asian American race. But you know what else is funny about this, y'all? I heard the Asian people talking about how afraid they are, right? And how something needs to be done about this racism stuff. But none of them ever spoke up on our behalf when we're getting shot down in the street, right? Or when one of our people go into an Asian store and they get abused and attacked. They never speak up for us, right? But in these videos, I'm hearing the people say we need to love each other. We need to come together as one. America is a melting pot. They're talking all of this stuff, even called themselves people of color. And I had to laugh. I had to laugh about that because when it's them, they want somebody to stand up and help them. And I suppose there are going to be Black people going out there and trying to help them, right? Which is kind of like the most stupid thing you can do, right? Because they're not helping us. So just from a power point of view, you don't help somebody who's not helping you, right? That shows that you're weak and stupid, right? You demand that they help you first or that they give you something, right? But that's not what's happening. But I'm not in the US, so I don't know what the news is. I don't know what's going on in the US, but I can just imagine there are going to be Black people coming out of the woodwork trying to help the Asian people, or even pushing the cause, or even coming in and saying, well, Black, when I was younger, they used to say co-signing. Black people coming in co-signing, saying, yeah, these attacks are real, Black people need to stop, or these laws need to be changed, so on and so forth. We used to say cooning. I guess people still say cooning, but trying to score points for their own benefit, for their own gain, without any regard for our people. But anyway, that's really all I have to say about it. Leave your comments in the comment section. I would like to know what you have to say about this topic. And is this still going on? Is this still in the news, y'all? I don't know, because I'm overseas. I don't really watch American news. Someone suggested that I do a video on current events. And so I did a search and I saw this video and it was interesting. So I thought I would talk about this topic. But anyway, I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School. I teach the Curses course every Saturday at 9 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. There's a link in the description box. You're invited, come to class. You get 2 classes free. You don't have to pay for anything. You get those 2 classes free. You don't even have to buy a book. If you decide to stay, you have to enroll, okay? That means that there's a tuition. But it's affordable, it's very affordable, and we can work it out so that it's as easy as possible for you. But so come learn our language, learn our culture. And with that, I will say shalawama.